Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well, wherever it is that you may be around the world. Premier League is back. Chelsea versus Leeds. A big 3 points needed in this game. Make sure that you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We've got the stats. We've got we'll say the team news. Tuchel's going live at 1:30. So the confirmed team news, why we're live as well. Why we're going to do our 11 as well. Chelsea 11 to play against Leeds. So all of that to come. All of these things to come. Make sure you continue to subscribe. Let's cue that intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV and welcome back on this Friday afternoon, which it is in the UK. I don't know where it is for you guys. Let me know in the chat. Is it evening? Is it morning? What is it? Let me know in the chat. Hope you guys are all well, though. Coming into the weekend. I love the weekend, man. It makes me feel pumped. Makes me feel pumped, especially when it's football on. And by God, are Chelsea needing a big performance, eh? Chelsea are going to need a big performance. Yeah, we're going to talk about it all. Tuchel's going live at 1:30, so we will be highlighting that conference on GNA TV. So the people that go over there usually let me know in the chat who's injured, who's not. We have so many injury crises at the moment. It's going to be telling to think how we're going to set up. But I'm sure that when Tuchel comes out after the press conference and makes it very clear to us who's fit, who's available, then we can start puzzling it together. It feels like a puzzle, literally puzzling it together. But yeah, we're going to go through that. We'll go through the head-to-heads. I'm going to do what I think is the 11 that I think we're going to start with. And again, it's probably going to be wrong because we've got so many people out that maybe could potentially be coming back in. But we're going to do all of it. We're going to do all of it. And at the same time, the lines are going to be open. We're going to be here till probably about 2:30 UK time. So yeah, get chilled, relaxed, get yourself a drink, get yourself some lunch, if it's lunch or dinner, whatever it is. Get involved in the chat. What we're saying, let's see what people say in the chat. Andre's in the house says, big up, Jim. 3 points up for grabs. It is. And Leeds do. As many injuries as Chelsea have, Leeds have as well. Leeds have. And we're going to go through that. Big up, Jem. Let's get this win. Big up to Jeremiah's. Chigi says, yo, what's good, Jem? What's good, brother? I hope you are well. I did have a trim, as you can see. I'm just trimming it up, get myself ready for the weekend. Feeling all good now. Feel fresh. What we've got here. I hope Matteo is back. He probably won't start. I think he will. I think he will start, if you want my honest opinion. I don't think we have many options. Obviously, Ruben Loftus-Cheek didn't start against Zenit. We still don't know as to why, if he's injured or what it is. We're going to find out all of this in the next half an hour's time when Tuchel goes live. So make sure that you stay tuned with GNA TV, guys. And smash the likes. Please smash the likes. Please subscribe to the channel, as always. Let's kind of just talk about what we know in terms of injuries, etc. Let's just get into that, because obviously we know we're missing the likes of Chalobah, N'Golo Kante, Ben Chilwell, Mateo Kovacic, who we know tested positive for COVID. But Tuchel did make it very clear that it will only be a couple of days. So you would think that at 1:30 we should have hopefully some good news in regards to Mateo Kovacic. Now, there's also talks about Jorginho or Ruben Loftus-Cheek. They both weren't available against Zenit. Was that a tactic from, more of a reason of Tuchel wanting to rest them for this Leeds game? Are they going to be the two that start? Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek did travel, but he pulled out. So that tells me that Saint might be an issue with him. As with Jorginho, it might have just been that we know he's carrying a slight injury and we have to kind of rest him in and out of games because games are coming thick and fast. So there's a good opportunity that Chelsea could potentially have Kovacic. They could have Jorginho. These are things that we are going to find out in the next half hour when he goes live. So let's see what happens. In terms of N'Golo Kante, I don't expect him to return. I don't expect Ben Chilwell to return as well. Obviously, we know he's not going to be returning. Trevor Chalobah is someone that apparently could be back again. Will he start over the weekend? I don't know. We'll wait and find out. But there's a couple of things that are up in the air. Thiago Silva will probably come back in. Rudiger, obviously, Aspie, Malang Sarr, and Christensen played over the week against Zenit. Marcos Alonso, who was carrying an injury, is okay. Probably will come back in. And then you've got the question mark about how do Chelsea set up? How do Chelsea set up to go play against Leeds? Do they stick to the 3-4-3? Do they look to go and play like they did against Zenit and play in the 3-5-2? Now, Sports Mole's prediction of this team is here. They think that Mendy, Aspie, Silva, and Rudiger will be the back three. They think Jorginho comes back in. They think Saul Niguez will be available. That tells me that they think Ruben Loftus-Cheek's not available. Alonso on the left, and their front three hasn't changed. They've gone for Mason Mount, Werner, and Lukaku. So they're the individual. Oh crap! Can you hear me? What happened now? I got cut off. I was muted. I don't know how much you guys heard up to, but basically I was talking about the Chelsea's possible starting lineup is announced there, and from what they're saying there, it seems to think that Ruben Loftus-Cheek may not start. Jorginho does come back in. The same front three as against Zenit. Do people want to see that? Do people want to see? Do people want to see us go back to the three with Cho, Ziyech, and Havertz? We have options. We definitely have options. We have big options, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Let's say of the least. Like I said, Tuchel will be going live in about half hour's time to discuss that with us. In terms of what we need to do, and actually, do you know what? Before we even talk about the game, let's have a quick look at what we're supposedly hearing about Leeds, because Absolute Chelsea on Twitter yesterday came out with a comment via the LUFC website and directly from Leeds United's Twitter page to confirm that they're missing Liam Cooper, Calvin Phillips, Patrick Bamford, and Rodrigo. So in terms of the forward line, it's gone. I don't know who they all play up front. In terms of the middle, their best midfielder in Calvin Phillips is out, injured. Rodrigo injured. Liam Cooper is another important player for them. He won't be playing as well. So they are suffering with as many injuries. There's a potential start for Daniel James up front. I ain't going to laugh too much, but that is quite funny. Daniel James leading the line for Leeds. And this goes back to my point. This game is there for the taking. This game is 100% there for the taking. It's on Chelsea to, again, impose themselves like they have not recently. When you look at the West, I'd say the West Ham game, the first half, we play to that level, they win. The Zenit game, I'm just going to scrap because it was just a poor performance. But if we can perform like we did against the Leicesters away, the West Hams in the first half, we should have enough to beat. I don't see or feel, and I don't want to, in many ways, judge us in many ways, but I don't see how we do not win this game. And the only way we don't win this game is if we just don't, if we play like we did against Zenit and we don't implement ourselves on them. So for me, we have our own issues. They've got issues. They're missing some key players to their team. The one thing we know Leeds will do against Chelsea, they will press. They will get in our face. I don't think that changes depending on who they have playing. I just think that's their style of football. They only know, for me, really one way of playing the game. So for me, it's a thing of that we just need to just play our game. Move the ball quickly, make it hard. Don't give them time on the ball. Get in their faces. Make it hard. Make it hard. They will give us goals. There's 100% they will concede goals against us. They will definitely concede goals against us because we will have. I think we have the ammunition going forward to hurt them. We have as much as we have injuries in midfield, and that is a big problem in the way that this system plays and left wing back. We do have a fully fit forward line, and a forward line that we can actually rotate and mix it up with a bit. We can literally mix it up. And that would be the thing for me. How do we start the game? Do we start the game quick? Do we get in their faces? I want to see that. How quickly can we get a goal? Because the first goal is always key. You get a quick goal against Leeds, they're still not going to change the way they play. They're still going to come out and there's going to be space. Then you can go and get 2, 3, 4. I'll be shocked to see Leeds tomorrow actually do a low block because I don't think they can. I don't think low blocks even in any of their training sessions. I don't think they know what a low block is. But what's your thoughts, people, in the chat? What is your thoughts? We are going to do the 11 soon. We're going to talk about the 11 in a bit, closer to when Tuchel goes live. So that's why I'm doing it and whatever, when we can review it when he goes live. But what are your thoughts on the game tomorrow? I want to know your thoughts and feelings. Let's go into the head-to-heads. Let's go into them head-to-heads. Because we have got an interesting head-to-head with them. We haven't played them for a while. After 2020, it goes back to 2012. And Chelsea played them last. 5th of December 2020, Chelsea versus Leeds. Chelsea won 3-1 at home. The last time we played them at home was back in 2004. We played them away in the League Cup, which we beat them 5-1 at theirs, but I'm only looking at the games at home. We played them again back in 2004 at home, which we won 1-0. We played them back in 2003, where we beat them 3-2, and then again 2-0. And then we drew back in 2000 against them. And the last time they beat us, last time they actually beat Chelsea, was back in 1999 of May. Now, that is a long time ago. There it is. No, sorry. 19th December 1999. That's the last time we lost 2-0 to them. Since then, I haven't played them massively. All the way up to 2004, we've won. From 2004 all the way to 2020, which is the last time we played them, which we beat them 3-1 at home. We've always had quite, we've always performed quite well against them. So, I'm not too worried going into this. Rams talking about Rudiger for 400k. Yeah, I need to have a look at this quickly. Let me have a quick look. Rudiger. Where is this? Rudiger 400k. Oh, right. Pies put it up. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look at this quickly. We'll come back to the Chelsea Leeds game in a second, because it's good that you mentioned that, Ram, because I do want to kind of talk about it quickly. And exclusive from Sammy himself, a tier 1 journalist, as of chief football underwriter of Daily Mail, has came out saying that Antonio Rudiger is set to become one of the highest paid defenders in the world. He's now likely to leave Chelsea, with top clubs willing to offer him 3 times his current VAT payment of $100,000, a weekly salary. Now, let's get this. Let's just quickly get to this, because being offered 400,000 or 300,000 euros is completely different to sterling. It's not massively different, but there's still a difference. So again, it's probably in sterling. I think probably in the 3s, 3 times his money. I mean, can we really knock Antonio Rudiger for leaving Chelsea? If this is what he's looking, if this is what he's being offered elsewhere. And again, I have no problems and no issues with my board. I don't expect my board to give him that money. If there's people out there that want to give him that money, then cool. But I don't expect Chelsea Football Club to do that. I don't expect us to do that whatsoever. Big up to Blue Lounge. He says, smash the like button. Go and follow the Blue Lounge as well, guys. If you haven't, go and check him out. Rudiger's 400k. What a joke. No wonder Chelsea didn't budge. Rudiger is basically Jamie Carragher. He's not that good. Rams, stop trolling. Why do you keep trolling, man? Why do you keep trolling? Yes, Jesus Christ. When someone, I think Kazim said it, to be fair to him. He said, I think Rudiger wants 400k. He said this age ago, and we all laughed about it. I was like, nah, he don't want 400k. What are you talking about? It's actually true. It's actually coming out to be true. All right, we still need a couple more confirmations as to it. But 400k for Rudiger? 400k for Rudiger a week. And apparently top clubs are giving him it. Now, what top clubs are able to do that is my question mark. Think about this deeply. Because all I can think of is PSG, Newcastle, and yeah, PSG and Newcastle. Man City. Real Madrid are not paying him 400k a week. I'm not having it. No way in hell. No way in hell. Winning the Champions League really boosted his ego. Exactly. Big up GNA TV Gem. How's it going, everyone in the chat? Big up to DJ Saf J in the house. Nearly 40 of you guys here. Please continue to slap that like button, please. Continue to hit it. If you are new, please subscribe. We're on our road to 3.4k subscribers. Actually, we're moving quite nicely. So yeah, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. But this is news that tells me that we need to start looking elsewhere, because we are no way in hell if we ain't going to give Haaland 350k a week, why the hell are we going to give Rudiger 400k a week? Think of it like that. Not one person or one Chelsea fan on social media can come out and be upset with our board. I'm sorry. They just can't. In my book, you can't be upset about Chelsea's dealings on there. We do have to look elsewhere. If this is true, we do have to look elsewhere. We do have to look elsewhere. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It's one of them ones. If it is what it is. If he can get that money, fair enough. I'm not giving any player 400k, is what Marina's saying. There you go. She said it herself. Besides Nick Blue would pay him. Yeah, Nick Blue would give him fucking £1 million a week just to keep him. Nick Blue would give him £1 million a week for him just to stay at our football club. But yeah, there you go, guys. There's the news. No, they don't. We don't want you out. We don't want you out. Let's move. Anyway, back to the game. Just a little bit of a transfer update on Rudiger for you there. So, yeah. Rudiger, if you want to leave, mate, see you later. That's all I'm going to say. See you later. Because I do not want my board or my football club to spend 400k. No way. No way, Jose. I'd rather go and get Koundé. You can go and get Koundé and De Ligt for that money. We could actually go and get two defenders. We could get two high-profile defenders. Even if Koundé was 200k a week, and De Ligt was say Koundé was 170k a week, and De Ligt was 220k a week. That's still cheaper than Rudiger of 400k. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Absolute no sense, guys. Let's move on anyway. Back to this game. We spoke about the proposed injuries that Chelsea may be having. Tuchel's going live in 20 minutes to confirm who's in, who's out. We'll be doing a 11. We'll be going through 11 that we think proposably will start against Leeds. Leeds also have their own injuries. They're missing some key players. Bamford, Calvin Phillips, Rodrigo, Cooper. They're missing a couple of decent players themselves. So, what do Chelsea need to do? They need to just go for it. I do hope that either Jorginho or Kovacic are back, or both. If they're both back, do they both start for me? If Ruben's injured, yes. We're going to talk about that, obviously, when we go through it in a bit. But, it's important that we start well. My biggest question mark of today, which I'll ask you guys in the chat as well, is what system do you want to see against Leeds? Do you want to see the 3-4-3? Or do you want to see the 3-5-2? Do you want to see what we saw with Zenit, with Mount, Werner and Lukaku, and go for goals? Or do you want to go with a 3-4-3, have Havertz up front, and maybe Cho and whoever, Mount or whatever, play in the 3-4-3? Maybe even a Lukaku plays in the 3-4-3. What do you want? Tell me. Big up to Couch Critic in the house as well. Let me know in the chat. 3-4-3 is what Oluwasi's saying. No, I hear that. I do hear that. Everyone's saying 3-4-3. Andre's saying 3-4-3 as well. Yeah, look. Oluwasi comes out of a good point. Maybe we need to adapt. Maybe we just don't have the personnel. Say Jorginho, Kovacic are injured and we only have Ruben fit. Or we only have Jorginho fit and there's no Ruben and there's no Kovacic. Do we switch the system? Do we play the 3-5-2? Do we have to base it on personnel? All right, it didn't flow against Zenit, and I get that. I do get it. But you have to understand that the personnel that were playing in that system shouldn't have been playing in them places. Barkley, Sal Niguez, Callum Hudson-Odoi. There was too many players out of position or players not starting that affected that system. It wasn't the system, it was the players and the personnel in that system. That's what I'm saying. Do not throw the 3-5-2 out the way, especially when we might have to adapt to it. Maybe it makes us a bit sharper. We'll do it both ways, right? Let's do two different formation lineups. Yeah, let's get into it. We'll start with a 3-4-3. Let's start with a 3-4-3, and then we'll switch it to a 3-5-2. Yeah, and we'll base it on one of the midfielders being fit. Because for me, I think that's going to be the case. I've just got this weird feeling that in 20 minutes' time, Tuchel's going to say Jorginho's back, Kovacic still not fit to start, Ruben's got a knock. You know, that's what I'm feeling is going to happen, but we'll see. Guys, continue to keep hitting them likes, please, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's try and get them likes up. Share on your socials as well. Let everyone know that GNA TV is live right now, so they can join us. There's no doubt that Mendy comes in. We can all agree that Kepa did okay against Zenit, but he don't start in a game against Leeds. Like, we need Mendy in. We need to build up his so-called confidence that he's dropped. Apparently, he's lost confidence. I don't know why he's lost confidence, but he's lost confidence. It's bad when you have to play Barkley. Exactly. Remember when people were saying Barkley is good depth? Yeah, exactly. And then we go on to the back three. So if I'm going to start with the middle because it's easy for me, this back three don't change whatsoever for me. Whatsoever. Thiago Silva, El Monstro. The guy that wants 400k a week, Rudiger. And in this position here, I actually think that we should think Christensen. And you could probably play Aspie, but I still do think that that's our best back three. Like, when I think of the back three overall, I still think that's the best three at the back. You know, so I expect that four to not change. Maybe Aspie comes in for Christensen, Chalobah. You know, that's the other thing. If Tuchel comes out and says Chalobah's fit and he's ready to go, then I think Chalobah starts. I'll take Christensen out and put Chalobah in. So that would be my thing to that. We're going to do a 3-5-2. Don't worry. We're going to do a 3-5-2 next. We're doing a 3-4-3 formation first. Then we're going to switch it to a 3-5-2. It does look good for Chelsea. It doesn't look good for Chelsea right now. Multiple injuries and players wanting to leave. This could affect the dressing room morale. Good point. Good point, Angel. It could affect the morale. It could affect players' mindsets. I don't think Tuchel allows it, though. I think Tuchel's the kind of manager that's that keeps them focused, you know? Keeps them focused, keeps them away. Mogsy saying Aspie as left wing back. We're going to go on to the left wing back stage now. I do think Alonso starts, Mogsy. I'm not going to lie. He didn't play against Zenit. Tells me that we're looking ahead to the Leeds game. As much as I don't think he's that great in that position, he knows how to play that position better than Sal Niguez and Aspie for me. Even though it's not at any great level, he still gets the job done for me. So I think Alonso will come in and play there. On the right side, Reece James, you have to play and you have to start creating, bro. We need you. We need you more than ever, especially with no Ben Chilwell now. There's a big liability on Reece James. In terms of, remember what I said to you guys, I'm basing this on the fact that only one of the midfielders are fit. And the one midfielder that I think is going to be fit, and I'm guessing right now because we're going to find out from Tuchel in the next 15 minutes when he goes live for the press conference, is Jorginho. I'm basing it on the fact that Jorginho is fit. Jorginho is fit and he comes in. No more Alonso, please. Sean, we got no choice, bro. I agree. But we haven't got no choice until January. If Chelsea come and buy, we haven't got the players. Now, who plays next to him? We have no Ruben. This is just what I'm saying. We have no Ruben. We have no Kovacic. We have no Kane. Who plays in that position? I think we can get away with it in this game. Mason Mount does, for me, I don't want to see Barkley there. I don't want to see Sal Niguez there. I would rather give Mason Mount that position, even though I think it limits him in that position. I don't think that position actually does Mason Mount good playing there, but at least the work ethic, the getting around the pitch, the working hard, you know, covering, getting forward. Jorginho will be the sitter. He'll be the sitter. But with Mason Mount, at least you can break the lines. He's very good at picking the ball up and being direct, picking the ball out around the back. So I do think Mason Mount in this game, if we only have one midfielder fit, would be great. Big up to Simon in the chat. Everyone's starting to roll in. 25 minutes, over 60 people here. Get them likes up, please. Let's get them likes up to 50, guys. We can do that. Subscribe if you're new as well. Please do that. Mount is what Magsy's saying. I can't see Georgie playing tomorrow. Why? I think he was rested for this game. And we know he's got a little bit of an injury, but I still think he was rested. In terms of the front three, this is what I'm assuming, yeah, is going to happen. He's going to do 3-4-3. In a 3-4-3, I think we'll see Havertz, Werner, and Cho. If we do a 3-4-3. That is what I think we could potentially see. Now, not to say that I don't think Lukaku could start, because he could. But in a 3-4-3, I think and obviously bearing in fact that he played, the full 90 against Zenit. We were moaning about him not being match fit. Actually, did he play full 90? He come off for 10 minutes or something, didn't he? There's a good opportunity that Lukaku could come off the bench in this game. The only time I don't think he comes off the bench is if we're going to do a system switch in a minute. I'm going to show you. The only time I don't think he comes off the bench is if we do a system switch and we play the 3-5-2. If we play the 3-4-3, I actually think Havertz might play. Havertz, maybe Werner and Hudson-Odoi. But I want to see Mason Mount in the pivot with Jorginho. And like I said, I know Dan's just come in. I can see he's here now as well. I'm basing this, Dan, on the fact that only one of the midfielders are fit. So no Ruben, no Kovacic, no Kante. You only have Barkley. You only have Sal. I don't want to see them there. So I'm putting Mount in that position. I ain't, unfortunately, bro. I could have got a ticket to go, but I can't at the moment. I can't do it. I couldn't get out because I'm out tomorrow. Might be at the Everton game, though, potentially. Lukaku, Kaya, Pulisic is what Moxie wants to see. Yeah, why not? Now, if we did switch the system, say we went to this 3-5-2, for me, the back four don't change. Chalobah, if he's fit, and Tuchel says he's fit, will come in and play. I don't think Christensen will. Again, I'm basing it on the fact that Chalobah's injured. Christensen, Silva, Rudiger. Mount and Jorginho still playing that position for me. Then, this happens. Cho don't play. Werner plays. Lukaku plays. Lukaku plays. And then in this little bit here, Hakim Ziyech. That, for me, could happen. Hakim Ziyech sort of sitting in a 10 role, picking in the pockets, turning and feeding Werner and Lukaku or making runs. Could happen. Now, like I said to you, this is based on the fact that Jorginho is the only fit midfielder. Havertz, Werner and Lukaku is what Chelsea Life's saying as the three. It's not why not Lukaku start. I just think that Lukaku starts more in this system. I just think that in the other system, the 3-4-3, he will start games. Don't get me wrong, he will play. But I can see maybe Havertz coming in and playing Werner and whoever else off him and just having that interchange. And not just that, I just think because he played so much of the game against Zenit, that maybe Tuchel don't want to just keep throwing him into games back to back. He might just bring him off. But if we play this system, then yeah, I can see it. Big up to Matt in the house. Hope you're well. Yeah, Ziyech is in on this system for me. I'll see you at Everton in that case, Simon. See you there, bro, if I'm there. We might play a back four is what Akil's saying. I don't know if we play a back four, Akil. I don't think he's at that point. I think he's very comfortable in the 3-4-3 and the 3-5-2. Ziyech will prop start as Tuchel is seeing something as us Chelsea fans can't see, is what Simon's saying. Giving him a lot of chances, Simon. That's what I would say. He's given Ziyech a lot of chances. ZVR Genius thinks Lukaku is a must starter. Chelsea are preparing a 51 million bid for Real Madrid midfielder Casemiro. Really? Is that the news? When did that come out? When did that come out, bro? Just try and zoom back into this. So, yeah, there you go. 3-4-3. For my 3-5-2 opinions, if based on only having one fit midfielder, this is my 3-5-2. But I think if Chalobah's fit, he comes in. If not, Christensen. If it's a 3-4-3, then it's weird because I think it just completely changes. You know what? You could do this. You could do this. You could do something like this, or you take him out and you put Cho in. Yeah, let's throw Cho in. I would like to see this front three. Callum Hudson-Odoi, we know, plays very well. Very well in the free. He's not a wing back. He doesn't want to be over here. Put him up for there. You know? I've got a feeling that maybe Tuchel will drop him. I've got a feeling he may not play. Good lineup, Jim. I will replace Chalobah for Christian. I agree, Varner. Like I said, if Chalobah's fit, then he'll play. 1 minute ago, that comment was, yeah, well, you know, Chelsea are going to be linked with everyone and anyone for me at the moment, whether it's Casemiro, whether it's Declan Rice, whether it's Tchouameni, whether it's Blimmin, God knows, Busquets. We will get linked to him all. He's injured. Then that's the best lineup, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see Havertz and Lukaku play. I just don't think Tuchel sees that. I think Tuchel doesn't see them playing together, which annoys me slightly because I'd like to see that lineup. But if he don't play, then I think Ziyech will probably come in. I'd like to see Captain America come in, Pulisic, and play. I think we need direct players. But you could see that. Ziyech, Cho, Lukaku, Werner off the bench, maybe. I just got a feeling Werner's going to play. I don't know why. I know a lot of you people don't like... Based on his performance last game, I think Tuchel looks at that and goes, yeah, you know, he's getting goals. What do Chelsea need at the moment? What do Chelsea need at the moment? They need to score goals, man. We keep banging on about it. So, if we need goals, why not have Werner on there if he scored 2 goals the last game? Just keep the confidence flowing. Try and see if he can push forward more. If he has a poo game again and he doesn't, he misses chances and he's this, that, and the other, then fairs. Take him out and, yeah, he's probably stuffed. But, you know, with him and Lukaku, I feel like there might be some sort of chemistry building up. I think Lukaku understands Werner more than maybe the others. Like the Havertzes who he hasn't played with. Cho, I think he'll be fine with. Do you remember we played these front three against Southampton and we won 3-1? I think Lukaku hit the post from 2 yards out, actually. I remember that. And I think Werner scored, was it 2 goals? Top of my head. We looked really good. And yes, people would say it was because we progressively had players in conversation, Ruben off the sheet, delving in. But it looked good. It looked decent, especially we were taking the game to them. And against this Leeds side, they are not low blocking. They're pressing. They're playing high. If they're playing high, what type of players do you want playing in this game? You want players that can attack the space. Who are our best attackers of space? Werner, Havertz, Cho. You know, Lukaku, not so much at the moment. Maybe he will sooner rather than later start to take place. So I would say play to players that will stretch them when the space is there, run into it, and that's why I think Werner is not a bad shout. Werner played 90 midweek, won't risk after injury. But then Lukaku played, you know, pretty much most of the game. Why are we resting him? Yeah, why are we not resting him? Do you know what I mean? The same cycle with Werner. All right, start him. Listen, don't make me upload that. I've got that clip of you singing Timo. I've got it, but I'm saving it. I'm saving it. I've got it, guys. Someone, I ain't gonna grass the person up, but someone sent me the clip of Daniel singing Timo, Timo, Timo. He loves him deep down. Just can't accept it. You know, it's like that. You know, it is with Dan and Werner. It's like that person you really like, really fancy. You really fancy him, yeah. You look at him, you think, "Gosh, she's gorgeous," but your character is a person that's very like that. You don't show it, and you always like you're quite moody and bossy and whatever. But you deep down, you really love that person. That is Dan. That is actually Dan. When you think when it comes to Werner, it's like he sees him and he's like, deep down, he's like, I actually like this guy. This guy's nice. You know, but then when he's talking to everyone else, I don't fucking like him. Like, what are you doing? Like, he's crap. Get rid of him. And then he goes to Ben. He's like, I like him. I like him. Yeah, I'm joking, Dan. When he wound you up, Werner should be a must is what ZVO saying as well. Flames 27 saying hello. Big up to you guys. Over 70 of you guys here. Appreciate you all being here as always. But help me get the likes up. So if you haven't hit the like button, do that now for me. Hit it. Let's get it to 50 likes. And yeah, the Tuchel press conference is about to start as well. So perfect timing for us to go through, these lineups once we know who's in, who's out. Check it all about. We do the Okokogi and we turn around. Here comes W, another one that definitely fancies Werner. This guy, he dreams of him. Dreams of Werner in his dreams, but he comes out. That's why he always shouts out silly things. Get Lukaku out of my club. Get Lukaku out of my club. I mean, get Werner out of my club. Get Werner out of my club. It's because these individuals, these certain individuals, actually deep down they like Werner. It's they just can't let it out. They don't want to show their emotions to the player. You know, that is what it is. But Minerals is in the house. What are you saying, Minerals?
How we doing, Jem? How we doing, Geezer? You all right?
You know, it's just building up the minerals for the game tomorrow. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, how are you feeling about tomorrow? Because what I was doing, and I don't know if you've been watching what I've been doing, but I kind of showed the viewers two different systems. One in the 3-4-3 and the players that I think that are going to play in it, and one in the 3-5-2. And I based it on the basis, Johnny, that we only have one midfielder fit. And I picked Jorginho because I've just got this feeling that he's going to be the one, because Ruben pulling out against Zenit worries me. Kovacic not being match fit, obviously being off with COVID, tells me even if he is around, he's not going to start. I mean, what are your thoughts, mate? What are you thinking about this lineup?
What on this lineup, or just generally? Because
just in general and this lineup, bit of both. Tell me a bit of both.
Yeah, I'm a bit apprehensive with this game because we know how Leeds play. I know they've got a lot of injuries. They have got injuries, and we have to bear that in mind. Yeah. And no, Bamford is whether you rate him or not in Bielsa's system, he's key, and he's not playing. So I think who's the guy? Is it Rafinha they got?
Rafinha,
yeah. He's one to look out for. He scored a clutch penalty couple games ago. So he might be one to watch out for when he's got pace. My concern is that they won't play any different. They will play how they play. So I think with who we've got at our disposal, it's a bit concerning. Is Jorginho fit?
Well, we don't know. I would assume that we're about to find out. Tuchel's live as we speak, so the people in the chat are going over there to let us know in the chat.
Cool.
Who's in, who's out, so that we can actually work out who we think is going to start. But yeah, it's a good opportunity that maybe Jorginho is fit. Some people saying he won't be. It could be an opportunity that we don't have no one. We could have no Jorginho, no Kovacic, no Ruben. What do you do then? What do you do then?
I mean, yeah, it's a fucking dilemma, man. I mean, I think if we ain't got Jorginho, you haven't got Loftus-Cheek, you don't have Kante. I mean, what are your options? You ain't got any options. You can't play Sol in there. Mount has to play in there, which actually might benefit us because he'll progress the ball. But you need someone to sit. Mount's not a sitter, so I would probably say that if they're all out, I'd probably put Reece James as the sitter with Mason Mount. So James gives you that defensive kind
You're
of
going with James, yeah?
responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably because I don't think Jorginho's fit, man, personally. But if he is, great, and he'll play. But let's say he's not fit, I'd probably play James and Mount in the pivot.
Yeah.
I would actually, I think you go with Alonso because that's his orthodox
That's his
position.
position. Yeah, I agree.
But the way they press and the pace that they offer, especially with the counter, as we saw at their ground last season, he will struggle.
He will, but they're missing so many key players, Johnny. Like I'll read them out to you.
Yeah.
Calvin Phillips is like their main midfielder in terms of
Oh yeah,
intercepting, bringing
Phillips,
down
he's out,
play.
isn't he?
He's
Yeah.
out. They've got no Patrick Bamford. They've got no Rodrigo. They're planning to play Dan James up front. That's what I've heard. Dan
Okay.
James is leading the line.
Yeah. So they're gonna, they're gonna use pace, pressing, energy. They're gonna show a lot of intensity against us, which is good. Because I think we need to mirror that. I mean, we need to match it and better it. Our intensity against Zenit wasn't there. It was there for the first sort of 15 minutes, and then it just went off completely. I think their concentration levels, which is alarming from what Tuchel said, needs to be upped a lot of notches. So
Who plays on the right, then,
defense-wise,
Johnny? If you haven't got no
on the right, you'd have to play. I think you play Asby.
Oh my god!
Because what Asby will give you,
Pulisic or someone like that over there, like what we done before.
defensively not good enough. You need someone like Asby who's defensively capable, but can go forward when needed. And then it will be down to the front line linking up with Asby, But I think if Mount's in the pivot, he will progress the ball
That's
to
what I'm
feed
saying.
the front line.
That's why I wanted him there because
Yeah.
the one thing I would say is Leeds will press. Now we need someone that can break the lines and then make that pass. And I think Mason Mount playing in that deeper role, picking it up and then looking forward quickly to break the press
he'll do that.
Need.
He'll do that. That'll be his job role for sure.
Defense.
What
about the front three?
Oh, the front three. So
we've got a fit forward line, haven't we? That's the thing, it's mad. You could do anything. You could put Ziyech in there, you could take Werner out, you could put Havertz up front. I had Havertz up front, Cho on the left, and Ziyech on the right. That's what I thought it was going to do. Then I said we could do this, but I only see Lukaku and Werner playing together if we're doing a 3-5-2. A bit like we did against Zenit. Which could happen, especially if we have no midfielders. Because if you switch it to a 3-5-2 quickly, you could have Mount James, say, and then in the little dip here, you could just throw Ziyech in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he can pick up he can find the pockets of space, pick the ball up from the Mounts, and then turn around and find the pass for the Werners and the Lukakus who are going to be running the other way. And Leeds are not good defensively. We know that.
I think that switch you done there will happen within the game. So if that's the way Tuchel wants to go, then I would probably say Ziyech would start and drop into that position and float about and try and link up with Mount.
So you think Werner and Lukaku could still happen, or do you think
I think if you're playing Ziyech, I think you play Werner and Lukaku. Yeah. If you're not going to play Ziyech and you want to play a Pulisic or Cho, I think you play with Kai Havertz.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Kai Havertz will give you, he will almost drop in, not quite in the midfield, but he'll drop in deeper left and right to receive the ball from a Mount or James, and then feed whoever's around him. It's a tough call, really.
It is, but do you know what? The one thing I would say is we're quite lucky in terms of the forward line because they're all fit. So we have options. We can switch it. Do you know what I mean? In the way that we attack, but it's just getting the ball to them. So I think Callum Hudson-Odoi could come in and play with Werner and Lukaku because they've done it against Southampton and they look quite good with it. But I get
the only way I see Cho playing, Jem, is if he's right wing back. Personally, I don't think Tuchel will play him in the front line because he's got the options of Pulisic, Ziyech, Werner, and Lukaku. And Kai. I think it's a toss between Asby and Cho and right wing back.
Oh wait, they're saying in the chat Jorginho is back.
Is he?
Is this true? Is he live right now, guys? Let me have a look. Let me just check. I think he's live. If that's the case, Johnny, and Jorginho is back,
Right.
which
So then put Jorginho in
I said
for
it though, didn't I? I
James.
said out of all of them, Jorginho will be back. Yeah, he is. He's live
All
now.
right. So
Yeah.
put Jorginho where James is, and put James for Asby.
Yes, that makes me a bit more happier now, just having one of them back. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, because at least then you can get away with it. Do you know what I mean? I think Jorginho and Mount's fine for that
Yeah.
game.
No problems there, mate. Well, I mean, that's good
Yeah.
enough. That's good enough. I think up top, I don't know, man. I think when Kai came on, he looked good. He looked good when he come on.
The thing is, it could be anything, and that's the man. Everyone goes, but Lukaku's got to start, and I said, but he doesn't have to start. People need to it could be Havertz, it could be for me. This is what I would do if it ain't Lukaku, Werner, and I'd throw in what's his name, Callum as well. I would. I'd play like that. I'd go with it, or you could put Pulisic there, whatever. It doesn't matter. But
Do you
Havertz,
know what you
Werner,
need though, Jem?
yeah,
If you're not playing Lukaku, I think you play Pulisic instead of Cho.
Jake.
I think you need.
Against.
The only reason I fancy Kai in this game is Kai will give you. He will be more unpredictable up front.
Yeah.
And Werner can get into the pockets and spaces with his pace in behind Leeds. And then Pulisic gives you that trickery.
Oh, wait a sec. Ruben Loftus-Cheek's ready as well.
Is he?
Wow. Yeah, so...
Right, so there you go. So it's a Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho pivot, which is...
Guys, can you confirm in the chat if Ruben Loftus-Cheek's actually ready? Because Osama is saying he's ready. It's Tuchel said that if you're going, because it seems like they're going in and out because the views are going up and down massively. So just tell me, is Ruben Loftus-Cheek, has Tuchel confirmed Loftus-Cheek is good? We know Jorginho is, but it's Ruben. Let us know. Mason 6, why? Because we have no one else. I'm not playing Barkley and Sal there. No way.
No.
It's just not happening anymore.
Yeah, it's like common sense tells you that. I think if that's the case, then you can put Mount on the.
Yeah, he'll go forward.
I'll put him on the right. I'll put Mount on the right, and then you could put Werner on the left, and then you can either have a Lukaku or Havertz. That's probably the lineup I'll go for.
It's Ruben then. Okay, that makes me that really helps. I hope Ruben is fit because that just makes it easy. That looks much more better now. Doesn't it? We look more stronger.
There's more balance there now. There's a lot more balance. Because what Loftus-Cheek will give you, and I think he's actually really important in this game, is that he will break their press because he's got skill. He's got the technical ability to get out of those tight spaces like Kovacic.
He didn't name him with the injuries, so he hasn't listed him as not being fit, is what they're saying. He's not fully fit.
Do you know what, Jem? It's whether he's fit enough to start.
Yeah.
If he's not fit enough to start, it'll be Mount. If he's fit enough to start, he'll start him. But then if he plays Mount there at the start, he'll bring on Loftus-Cheek maybe with half an hour to go or something.
Joe, what? I am gonna keep pushing this free. I don't know why. I need to keep doing it. Not two Verners. Shit, what was about? I want to see this again. The only time I ever saw this was against Man City away at home, and it only happened because Havertz came on in the second half. But when you're playing against a team, right, that is going to press, Johnny, there's going to be so much space for us to attack. And they don't know what low block is. They don't know how to defend and sit back. So if we do break that line, say Jorginho starts and Mount starts, they're good enough with the ball at their feet to pick a Havertz that can drop deep. But having Werner and Havertz gives you so much movement and they will attack the space. If there's space behind, they will attack it. So even if Lukaku drops, which he likes to do, doesn't do the run here. At least
you got the other two to run in.
Yeah. Can you imagine that against a team that just wants to press you?
Well, I think Mount dropped in the 6 gives you that option. It gives you that option to see that front line.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
If Mount doesn't start in the pivot, then one of those is going.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek is good. He said 3 players are out. Kovacic, Kante, and Chile. Oh, right. Well, that means Chalobah's back as well. So in that case, he's gone. Christensen, for me. I think Chalobah starts this game. How about you?
Well, again, it's down to Tuchel understanding his fitness levels and the risk factor because we don't want another injury with him.
Kova, Kante, Chalobah, Chua are the only one. Oh, Chalobah is out. Why didn't people tell me Chalobah is out? All right,
Yeah.
Chalobah is out. They're saying now, so it's got to be Christensen, isn't it? It's got to be. That's got to be back three.
And then Mendy's back, yeah.
Yeah, Mendy's ready. Mendy's ready as well. If Rudolph's okay, go Mount right wing. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, me and Johnny have said if Rudolph's fit and he's okay, then he plays next to Jorginho. Mount just plays further forward.
Yeah.
And that can happen.
But
So
what I noticed in the Zenit game, if Mount does drop deeper and he gets the ball and he progresses it, that's where he's really dangerous.
Yeah.
Rather than being right up top.
Oh, here we go.
Because if the pivot's not progressing, if they're not progressing the ball, then Mount doesn't get the ball, Werner doesn't get the ball, Lukaku doesn't get the ball. Whereas if Mount's deeper, he will allow that, he will make that happen. He'll actually bring the ball into play so that we can actually, start the attacks. And Jorginho will just keep possession.
Lewis, don't lie to me, mate. You telling me that if Chalobah's fit, Christensen's playing? No, I think Chalobah's playing at the moment.
I don't know, Jem. I don't think you risk Chalobah. I think you play.
No,
Christensen.
if Chalobah's fit, I'm saying if Chalobah's fit and he's ready to play, you're telling me he doesn't play over Christensen at the moment?
Yeah, but he won't be match fit. He won't be match fit in this game.
Fair enough. Christensen, Silva. And it's not an agenda, mate. Your Christian Krusty the Clown's been poo the last two games for me. That's
big up, Lewis.
But big up to Lewis as well. Redneck, what's happening?
I see he's thinking agendas about Christensen. Start to float it.
They're pouring out, mate. They're pouring out.
They're pouring out your agendas, mate. I can see it. You're smiling every time.
I just find it funny, innit? When people
Chalobah is out. He's not playing.
Yeah. Okay. So Christensen, Silva, and Rudiger at the back. Then for me, I mean, Redneck. What are you saying about this lineup? What are you saying?
I guess we'll see number 6. How Mount is good as the number 6 if that's the case. But I think it's going to be Robin Loftus-Cheek.
Is he fit? If he is, then
he's not injured.
All right. So
he's fit. He's fit.
Well, we don't know that, do we? But yeah, all right, fine. Ruben's in there, Mount's in there. Who's your front three then?
I really don't care. It's not about the front three. It's about 2 6s. So for me, it doesn't matter who's up top 3. As long as we have proper 2 6s, there will be difference. So, but didn't you say yesterday that any defender plays better when Thiago Silva is there?
Well, he elevates their levels, doesn't he?
Well, Rudiger and Silva do that.
No, I think Silva does it.
I think Silva does it. I don't think Rudiger. I think Rudiger does it to a certain. Rudiger is vocal. That's what I like about him. Rudiger is vocal. So when Rudiger defending, if somebody beside him, he will talk.
No, Silva dictates the play from the back. He dictates it. Whereas Rudiger, he's more left-sided. Whereas Silva's in the central position. So he's.
Oh, thank you. I did not know that. There's the new.
Yeah, he's the mineral. Do you know what I mean? He's the mineral general at the back.
You tell him, Johnny, because he doesn't understand this guy.
He don't get it, bro. He don't get it.
Yo, go take your old person medicine and stop talking to me. I never ask you for any opinion.
I don't care. I'm still talking to you because you don't know fuck all about football.
Oh, Nick Blue, stop it. Stop this now. We're only talking about it. Listen, people can have opinions. If
people always talking about Rudiger in a bad way.
It doesn't matter. Rudiger wants 400k, Nick Blue. We're not paying him that.
No, Rudiger doesn't want 400k.
Well, apparently he does. That's what we're hearing right now.
That's all rubbish.
It seems like Rudiger's going to be holding up a Real Madrid shirt.
As I was saying, keep your old person medicine. Stay away from me. That's all I'm asking.
All right,
another thing. Thiago Silva is the one that elevates the game. Rudiger does it on the vocal level. Thiago Silva does it the way he's everything.
Yeah, I agree.
You see what I'm saying? If you will ask me right now who's the more important and our center backs, I'll say Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva is the most important out of 3.
We ain't got anyone who can play left-sided.
We can get it in the summer if Rudiger leaves.
I ain't worried about Rudiger.
No, I'm talking about this game. Forget coming.
Rudiger's got to play. If he's there, he plays.
Yeah, Rudiger. Yeah, especially if he wants the 400k, play him until he's throwing up on the field. I don't care. Let him be injury prone at Real Madrid if he goes over there. Play him to the death until that's it. That's all it is. He should not miss. He should not be rested. Play him. That's it. the midfield is the one that I'm worried about. But I think is same thing as Thiago Silva, same thing Jorginho does when he plays with somebody. He makes them a little bit
Isn't
better.
it interesting how we've got Thiago Silva and Mount with the same FIFA cards, the elite level FIFA cards? Isn't that interesting? That
What's about that interesting?
well, everyone else just got the gold, normal gold, gold standard.
If the Mount was picture was the full, I could see your lips on Mount's butt over there.
Global,
Yeah.
man. You actually. I think Global's a troll. That's what I think he is. Because every time I didn't listen. I've just brought it up earlier. CFC Pie said that apparently Rudiger wants. He's getting 100k a week, and he wants 3 times that of what he's got at the moment, which is 400k. That's what we're being told at the moment, mate. It's not me. Yeah, it's what I'm reading.
No, you'd probably want 300. I wouldn't say 4. I'd say 3.
He was saying he wants 3 times his money. So if he's on 100k, that's 400k.
What defender gets 400k a week?
Well, that's more than what I'm saying. Now, Haaland's not good. If we ain't going to pay for Haaland 350k a week, we're not paying Rudiger 400k a week. Let's just get out of it, isn't it? Is he our best defender, really?
No, Silva's our best defender.
Yeah, I think he's great. But
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Silva's generational. Defender. I mean,
I agree.
It's a no-brainer.
That's probably one of the players that I think there's a world. How you say it? That sentence. World class.
Yeah. He's world class. Yeah.
For me, do you think if Chalaba will play for Rudiger, Chalaba will have a stinker in this game? Beside Thiago Silva, if Chalaba was fit and he will play instead of Rudiger, beside Thiago Silva with Christensen, do you think he will stink over there?
No, because I think Thiago is the man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I think Thiago is the most important on our 3 defenders.
I think when Rudiger leaves Chelsea and he goes to another team that probably plays in the back 4, everyone's going to see the Rudiger that we didn't like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if he goes to the other teams, he will be tested as a back 4 on our team, and we will see what's the consequences of those.
Noah keeps asking me the same question in the chat. Noah, I don't want to because Johnny. Why is Mount underperforming this season? I don't.
He's not underperforming. I think where you'll go right. If you look at his stats are better than last season already. Yeah. And he's missed a lot more games. Last season he played majority of our games out of all the players in our squad. This season he's been in and out, and he's getting better numbers in goals and assists. He looks like he's back to the Mount we know. And I think I wouldn't say he's underperforming, but you could say there's a lot of players in our side that are underperforming other than Mount. Mount is not the one to focus on.
Of course, Mount can play bad. Just doesn't know how.
He doesn't play bad. He gives his all. He gives a 7 out of 10 at the minimum.
That guy sees Mount's volleys, clearly not. All right, Nick Blue, what are you saying about the
he scored goal in the season, didn't he?
What do you want to do with the formation? Tell us.
Yeah, hi, chaps.
Hello, mate.
Excluding Redneck, that is. I go for Mendy. Mendy has to start tomorrow. In the middle, you're going to have Thiago Silva for sure, Rudiger on the left, and we have no choice. It's Christensen because Chalaba is out. And on the left wing back, it looks like it's going to be Alonso. Loftus-Cheek, you put Loftus-Cheek as well. Jorginho, that'd probably be it. Rhys James.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going more or less. You've got the same team that I'm saying. But I will go Lukaku to start centre forward, and it's I don't know, it's going to be Ziyech or Mount. I think Mount will start, and it's going to maybe Ziyech or Havertz. Either way, if Havertz starts, it'd be Lukaku coming on, but if Havertz starts. If Lukaku starts, Havertz might come on later on. Yeah, I think Mount, Lukaku, and Ziyech.
Lukaku, Ziyech, and Mount. Yeah.
Yeah, Chow on the bench with the rest of them. He was very bad the other day.
playing as a wing. I mean, I find it hard to criticize him when he's playing in a position we know he doesn't want to play in. Like we know he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't enjoy playing as a wing back, you know. But it is what it is. Carefree Lewis is saying goal of the season is AC versus Malmo. He can't lie. That's just cap as usual. Good morning to Declared as well. Big up to you, man. Johnny, why does Mount like to smell his hair every 30 seconds?
Who's these idiots on the bloody hell, man?
No, Salah's goal against City.
He's got stinky agendas against our best player. You know what I mean? And the sooner that they realise he's our best player and he's our future captain, leader, and legend, or he's already a legend in my book, the less they'll be in the mud. But right now, they're
without winning the Premier League for you.
Right now, they're in the cement. They're not even in mud. They're in cement.
Johnny, is he a legend? Is he a legend without winning the Premier League for you?
I think already at 22 to win a Champions League. We've only won one before. We've won our second one. So, yeah, I think he's proper Chelsea. You know he's going to stay at Chelsea for all his career. And I'm calling him a legend. I'm just ahead of the game. Do you know what I mean? I'm just ahead of the game. I know he's a legend. And he wins a Premiership title this year. Then what's the argument here? Do you know what I mean? What's the argument?
I just feel that I don't feel that he's one of the legends of Chelsea yet because he's only just really started.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why he is because he scored in the quarterfinal, semi-final, and he assisted the winning goal in Champions League. That's clutch. That's Lampard. That's Lampard level.
He's too young.
Johnny, he needs to do it for a few more years. Yeah,
but he will be a legend. Don't worry about that. He'll be one of the best legends.
Declared no, Barkley isn't starting. He isn't going to get anywhere near this team. It is what it is. We move away from this conversation because there's nothing to say about him. Carefree Lewis is saying using Johnny's logic to say Christensen is a legend.
Well, he's won it all, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean Christensen's won it all except for the Prem.
He's won it all. And he's a Cobham boy.
He can't be a legend because he's sat on the bench. It doesn't mean he's a legend because he's won it all. Stop this, man.
He didn't sat on the bench.
Maybe you have to be there for years.
Maybe I'm not gonna lie. Maybe
Christensen's been there for years.
Christensen's been there since he was a kid. He's actually older Cobham than
so when
Mount
we want
anybody.
Christensen playing in the team, guys. Come on.
Maybe I don't know, but I think Christensen would be in about 3-4 years.
Mount's already a legend, though. That's what I'm saying. He's already a legend, bro.
He's a future legend, is what I would say.
No, he's future captain and leader. I mean, he's already shown his leader qualities in the Zenit game. He's telling the defenders, you know what I mean, how to defend. And he's an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, he should tell himself how to tap into the empty net.
Really? What about the goals he did score? What about that beautiful Van Basten volley?
No, I don't care about those.
We forget about the other stuff, didn't we?
I just needed him to score.
Yeah. Like you kept going on about Cho, poor old Cho, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Starting his Chelsea career, you got to give him leeway, mate. You know what I'm saying,
Johnny? Not every player in our academy is a legend. Yeah? Calm down. Like they can't be a legend.
Well, I'm telling you, Mason Mount is a legend.
I mean, if Johnny wants to call him legend, it's Johnny's choice. Nobody it's.
CEO of MM19 Hive. MM19's a legend already, mate. He's our most clutch player. We haven't got another clutch player like that.
Yeah, General Mount is what Declared saying. He's here now. Why are you calling him
General?
What is this?
General Mount.
Yeah, it's the Mineral General.
He was a sarcastic Johnny. Don't.
No, he loves Mount. Declared loves Mount, bro.
James is Chelsea's future captain. Watch out, is what Aniobi is saying.
I think James is going to be captain.
Listen, where was James in the Zenit game? Where was he?
He was there.
No, I'm talking leadership quality. Where was he? He wasn't there.
Where was Mason Mount in the Zenit game?
Where's Mason Mount?
Mason Mount was giving it the big one, bruv. He was telling. Do you know what? At the West Ham game, Mason Mount was giving it the minerals to the referee. I didn't see anyone else doing that.
Yeah,
Johnny, has Mount got more?
Ty was giving more minerals to referee after the games than Mount did against West Ham.
Mount got more minerals than Gilmore.
What's that?
Mount got more minerals than Gilmore.
Yeah, of course he has. Of course he has. So, Mount's an established Chelsea first teamer. He's the first.
Declared. Did you hear about 400K?
400k Rudiger.
Or
We're
who?
calling him. That's what I'll call him now. 400k Rudiger.
If anyone deserves 400k, it's Mason Mount and then go.
Oh, no, he don't.
Everyone else
Wait,
will do one.
Hey, Johnny's
Don't
right.
do this,
Hey,
Johnny.
did
Like,
Rudiger really
shouldn't
ask
even
for
be on
400k?
340 grand.
guys,
He should be on
get
200
next
grand.
club.
Guys, can we move on from Mount now? Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get man. It
Hey
turns
guys,
into
update
Mount,
me.
yeah.
What's the? Give me backstory on the or context on the 400k. I haven't heard about it.
Yeah,
So
apparently there's
there
a
was.
mass reporting saying
Yeah,
that
I'll get
there's
it
like
up. Let me get it
actually
up.
decent news. I'm saying from like not the fake news. There's actually a proper.
Tier
Come from
2.
a tier one,
Yeah.
apparently, yeah. So
Tier two.
basically, there's Pies has obviously put it up, and the person that's actually brought it up is a guy called Sammy Mockbell, who's a tier one. He's the chief underwriter at Daily Mail, basically. He's basically said Antonio Rudiger is set to become one of the highest paid defenders in the world. He is now likely to leave Chelsea with top clubs willing to offer him 3 times his current 100k a week salary. So what is 3 times of your current 100k? Can someone answer me that?
That's 15,
300k.
Is that 300?
15 million a year.
It's 300k, bro. He wants 300k.
And
And do you
if
know
it's
what? If the way the board are looking at it is right, if we pay 300k to Rudiger, he's 28, going on 29. What Rudiger are we going to get in the future? Or do we go and pay 300k for a Delit who's got a whole future ahead of him?
And a Kunde.
And a Kunde.
Listen,
Oh,
Johnny,
yeah,
our
my
highest
Sunday.
paid is Lukaku on what is it, 320?
He's on
We're not
340
gonna,
a
we're
week.
not gonna, yeah, we're not gonna pay that rate for a defender.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
And I was gonna say, right, if the rumors are true, that's basically almost
You know,
around.
Redneck, I think our numbers were right because we were thinking he was asking for 250, which kind of makes sense. He asked Chelsea for 250, but then if Chelsea don't give him 250, he can go get 300 at another club or more.
Oh no,
Why should Rudiger
probably sorted it
demand
out.
that sort of money? And Christensen, what's Christensen asking for? 200?
No, he's asking for 140. He's on one. They're giving him 140. So, he probably
So
wants
how does that
160.
look? If Christian, that's why Christensen's not signing. What if Christensen signs
No,
140
no,
grand and then
but
they don't pay Rudiger 250? And Christensen's
reckon
looking
they
at him
offer
going,
Christensen.
We offered
what I mean?
140.
Dude, you need
Listen,
to fix your microphone.
Chelsea board is not going to be held ransom by Christensen, Rudiger, fucking whoever it is. They're just not. It's not going to happen. So if they want to sulk about, oh, he's getting more than me, and I want to have the same, then they're not going to get what they want with this football club. You should.
I'm hearing Felix is on the market in the summer.
I don't want him. What do I
Oh,
want
I'd
Felix?
love Felix.
I like Felix.
What are you doing with Felix?
Felix is a David
João
Silva player, bruv. We haven't got a player like that.
Come on, he's not that.
He'll fit right for the front
He'd
three.
slot him right into our system.
Oh, Lewis, stop it, man. Leave it now. 300k for him to not be able to defend against Zenit, yeah?
Well, I think his record of what 48 clean sheets speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, with Thiago Silva next to him.
It doesn't matter. He's not played every game with
all right.
Thiago Silva.
Listen, Thiago Silva's not going to be around for long. What happens
He's
when
played
when
other
we
games
when we call
as
upon these
central.
defenders to step up? What happens when Thiago Silva goes? Are we going to see the same level of performances and you want to pay him 300k? Yeah, come on, let's get serious.
No. What we're going to do is we're going to go and get a
He played
Delit,
without
bro.
Thiago Silva pretty good, actually. And the last season Championship League. Yeah, Thiago Silva is injured.
He's not injured.
Hey Johnny, if
Yeah,
Mount's on
Thiago Silva was
80K,
injured.
Well,
no one
last
should be
season,
getting pay rise until he
Yeah.
does. True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? All these contract negotiations are really affecting us in that defence. We had a flawless defence, right? And all of a sudden, ever since these wanker journalists have been coming out blowing their shit clickbait,
Yeah, I don't
right?
think Jem remembers that.
It's affecting
Lewis.
us. And Tuchel's not playing Christensen. He didn't play Rudiger in the Zenit game. He could have played him. He didn't play him. All right. Let's see if he plays him for Leeds because of what's going on, what's been sounded out. They're talking about, Tuchel, if he doesn't get out of this, he might get a phone call from Roman Abramovich and this and that. What's all that about? There's no need for that.
3 months is not fucking consistent enough. I don't care. I'm talking about consistency in performances, yeah? And he doesn't do that for me, yeah? I keep saying the same about Jorginho, keep saying about him, I keep saying about a number of our players. They can play well for
But Jem, Christensen's
but I
25 years old.
26.
All right, he's 26. He's young.
So
He's not even in his prime.
He's playing around experienced players.
Do you know what? Yeah, I said it to you time ago on your stream. Yeah, if you remember, and I said that Christensen gets into Manchester City's team. He's a ball-playing centre back. Rudiger doesn't get into Manchester City.
What, in the way that Man City play? Yeah, fair enough. I get that. Yeah,
so I'm saying to you, we've got a baller. Christensen is a baller.
Player that again.
He's just had one poor performance.
That's
all
a player
it is.
that can only play again in a system that works to his best.
No, but Jem, Christensen has played. He's played other games where Thiago Silva's not in the side and he's had clean sheets. It's not just because Thiago Silva. He's got Malin Sarr, bruv, next to him. He had Azpilicueta next to him. You know, what do you expect?
I expect him as one of the most experienced players to step up. Against a
7-foot striker?
Oh, come
on!
Yeah,
that's only for the third. That's for the third goal.
Yeah, but that's the goal you're watching. If they didn't score that goal, you wouldn't be talking about Christensen like this. That's my point.
No, I am.
I'm actually defending Christensen versus third goal. It wasn't his fault. He actually did what he's supposed to. He pressured 7-foot striker. After header, the problem was where's the James was. James wasn't.
There was no protection in front of him. Exactly.
No, to be honest, it was a bit of everything. There was also I don't know. I should
think that was struggling versus those in that game, and you can see it.
But apparently Kepa dived a bit too late as well. But I don't know, like it's a bit of everyone, I would say, but
look,
it is what it is.
It's a pivot, and
someone wrote, "Is Gilmore coming back in January?"
Christensen, because Christensen doesn't go in the tackles, he's always defending standing. That's what I like about Christensen. He has a pace.
I like Christensen. I have no issue with him being at Chelsea. The only thing I would say is that I think he needs to have someone next to him that is a leader. That actually that organises the defence. I'm not saying I just don't see him playing on his own.
Well, he did
like
that. He had Azpilicueta beside him.
Yeah, but no disrespect, Jem. We haven't had a defender like that since John Terry, and only Thiago Silva has brought those qualities. Yeah, those defenders are very hard to find.
Before Thiago Silva came in, we were a shambles under Lampard.
Yeah, I know, because we didn't have Thiago Silva.
No, that's because our defensive structure.
Double six pivot is the one that the reason we're not conceding goals.
Exactly, it protects the defense.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
So because our defenders are not good enough in a back four, hence Rudiger. He's not good enough in a back four.
Listen, right? All I'm saying in the modern games, man, midfield wins your games. If we don't have a balanced midfield, we're screwed.
Someone's
who's at the back.
What's going on here?
Look at Man City without a balanced midfield. If they took out one of either Rodri or Fernandinho or both of them, they're screwed.
Hey, so Johnny, you said we can't function in a back four. So should they get a back four type wage?
No. What they need is what Chelsea need to do is buy a player or buy two players if Rudiger's going. By the looks of it. So if you buy a Koundé, you know he's versatile. He can play back three, back four. If you buy De Ligt, he can play back three, back four. So you've got defenders.
AC can play back three, back
four.
And
AC. So you've
what
got
I'm getting at when it comes to the contracts,
that are all versatile.
I'm talking about the contracts, right? So now in our system, we have to get more centre backs because of the way we play. So it spreads out the wages. So if you had two centre backs that were like, one of the world's best, you give them big money, but now you have to have three.
Declare your
but Christian's only going to get what 150.
Someone off my mic.
Your mic
going to get declared. Christian's only going to get 150, bruv.
Yeah, Christensen is not going to get more than 150.
Koundé, you'll probably get away with similar wages, and then De Ligt will be the pricey one. So De Ligt will be the direct replacement for Rudiger, let's say.
We shouldn't even buy that guy.
They did almost pipe us, man. I'm not going to lie. That was so bad, that Zenit game. If Kepa didn't make so many saves, I swear, it could have been like 4-5-1. It would have been tough. But in terms of Rudiger, obviously, it looks like he is going. Let's be serious. He's going to be leaving the football club.
I said it in the summer that
we said it ages ago. We did, we did.
You keep saying it, but it ain't going to happen.
Oh, Nick, just accept. Let him go.
If he's actually asking for 400 million, of course he's going to go.
No, but
Shut
Nick,
up.
though, the thing is, though, it's not him, it's his brother that's doing
I
all the
can't even
deals
hear you. Your
behind the
mic's
scenes.
fucked up, man. What? I don't know. What
Is it?
Even if
One
you
second, I'll
pay
come back.
Rudiger
Your mic is fine,
250,
man.
they ain't
Your
doing
mic
it.
is
They're
fine.
not going to pay him 250.
They
They
might
won't do
pay
it.
him 250.
They
Johnny.
won't. They won't. They won't.
The Danish bullshitters here. He's in the chat as well. What's going on, Danish bullshitter?
What do you mean bullshit? I'm here to spread facts and clean
Yes,
sheets,
Lewis.
nothing else.
Exactly.
Come on, bruv.
Lewis.
You know what I mean? I've been backing your
Here
lad,
it comes,
bruv.
agenda galore. You've got the Mason Mount agenda. You've got the Christensen agenda here. Let's go. Look, they're all here.
The Christensen agenda was already here, bro. It's your channel.
Come
on, man.
Go on, what are you saying?
What are you man saying? Are we gonna give Rudiger's contract to AC and then we're good?
Fuck no.
I'd rather pay
Lewis, you're not that
200k to Christensen, bruv, to be honest.
Same.
One club player, man, means more.
I know you'd rather treat Christensen over Rudiger, though, wouldn't you, Lewis? Christensen over Rudiger any day.
Yeah, younger, safer defender, and will stay at the club for longer.
And he's a
Makes
Cobham
perfect
boy.
sense.
Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah,
He had
plus-
longer career than the season. He had longer career than the season.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say about Christensen, he's been here since day dot. I do respect him for that. Like he's
Yo, how
He
you
ain't
can
leaving.
deny
He's part of the furniture now.
44 clean sheets in 50 games, man. It's not the stats that you can ignore. And the fact that what's his name, Pep said he is one of the best defenders. He won him at what's his name, at Germany when he was there. He wanted to sign him.
Some man wants consistency from him, though.
Yeah.
I
mean, like I said, against Zenit, he had the stinker, but it wasn't only him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was I actually blame more on the pivot than on the defense line.
I
because
blame the pivot and the wing backs more because in transition they were nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah,
Exactly.
facts. Absolute
Yeah.
facts.
No, the whole
They
team.
left the whole defense exposed. Granted, the defense didn't handle it very well.
We had
Fair
no
enough.
I want
leaders. We had
to
no-
ask a question to everyone.
Go
For
on.
100 million, yeah, who
Mount.
would you rather buy,
Ah.
Bellingham or Declan Rice?
Declan
Bellingham.
Rice. Declan Rice.
Bellingham.
Bellingham.
For 100
Neither.
million, yeah.
Yeah,
Who
Bellingham.
would you buy?
Bellingham.
Ain't spending 100 mil on Bass.
Neither. They're not going to buy Declan Rice for that.
I'm not
man.
spending 100 mil on
Rice.
Basmate Rice, mate. That's not.
So what? You'd spend it on Bellingham then?
Yeah, he's a
Not even
baller.
Bellingham.
He's got the minerals. That's what he's got.
Well, they both got the minerals.
Declan Rice got minerals. Declan Rice got minerals.
Rice is just made of
Just
rice.
Johnny, just bring back Billy Gilmore. And,
No, Gilmore's coming back. That's a given. I mean, he's going to come back in January, from what I'm hearing.
We don't know.
There's a
We
bit of a
don't
mix
need any
in the chat.
Declan Rice.
Rice, Bellingham, Rice,
Gil-
Bellingham.
Gilmore Bellingham.
That would be that
Rice.
because he gets you goals, man.
Just
Bellingham
assists,
gets
man.
you goals.
This is that. None of them. Not having it.
Oh yeah, for
Get
100
Rice and give
neither.
him a 10 mil tip as well. That's how good.
Yeah.
Or I'll skim off 10 million. You can get him for 90 then.
Yo, if we can drop the price, to 60 for Rice, right?
No, it's not happening.
Yeah.
You're
No.
not
I'm-
going to get him for 60.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on a
how
second,
long-
Johnny.
How long does he
Johnny,
have on
hold
his
on a
contract?
second. Let me explain. Yeah, what I'm saying
He
is
has 2 years left.
he's gonna have a 2-year contract this summer.
Mm.
After end of this summer, he will be one. That will make him cut price more than a half for
Especially
1
if
year
he
left in the
pushes for it
contract.
too.
So yes, so
You're
if
gonna
we
push for
wanted
it,
to
yeah.
sell him,
He won't
yeah,
push
if
for
we
it.
wanted to sell him, is the best summer to sell him, best time to sell him. It's this summer. So we're gonna ask whatever we want. We're not gonna get more than 60 for him.
But Declan
No
Rice
other
is one
club.
of our own.
No, he
was.
plays for
Nah, he's
West
West
Ham.
Ham.
Facts.
He
He
Facts.
plays
Thirty
for West
West
Ham.
Ham.
He's not one of our own.
Hey, no one can't deny that.
He's one of West
Rice
Ham.
is going to make
Minerals.
a
Look
bigger
up
move in the
minerals.
future. No one can deny that yet. Whether it's
Declare
Chelsea or
something
someone
wrong with
else.
your mic.
There's
I'm not.
nothing wrong with your mic.
Nick, I think it's you, mate. You need to come
No,
out.
Yeah,
it's
you,
not
someone
good.
with someone with your
Everyone-
hearing
yeah.
aid or something.
Yeah, like I said,
It
take
might be
a
your
personal
internet
medicine, man.
Come back in.
Some of you speaker, Nick Blue.
Come back in.
What's going on?
What's going on,
This
W?
guy's
How you
sitting there
doing,
telling
mate?
everyone's got a stuffed mic, but it's his speaker.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, mate. Good to hear. How you feeling about tomorrow's game? Tell us.
Well, Werner's up front. I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go.
I was expecting a good review.
Come on.
No, but I was
Werner?
gonna say, wouldn't Werner be perfect for this highlight type of
Yeah,
game.
man, 100%. Get him in there. 100%.
I'd rather have
Exactly,
Havertz.
he's on a momentum. If we're planning to sell him, at least give him some kind of goals, or at least make him stop on against teams so we can get good money for him. If you don't want him
Who
at
said,
this club,
who said we're
this is
selling him?
perfect. No, but I don't know because we've heard reports that he's been frustrated, and there's reports of Dortmund and some Bundesliga clubs going in for him. So we don't know, man. And the way, Werner's form, he's been in and out. Like, I think for him to stay, I think he needs a more consistent basis scoring goals.
Yeah, but he's going to be hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Johnny, are you going to the game?
I'm waiting for a test result first before I can get confirmation.
You have to be tested to go to the stadium now.
Yeah.
Corona.
Or have a pass and then
You need a passport
Just
now.
get one of the home tests and then just say it
Yeah,
was
that's what I'm saying.
negative.
The
and
home
you'll be
test, you
fine.
get it in like 10 minutes, Johnny. It's easy.
Nah, you need a vaccine passport, I think.
Yes.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You have
No,
to
no,
abide
no,
that. You have to abide
no. But that passport is basically for you not to get tested anymore.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
you
no,
even need a
I haven't,
passport or a
I haven't
negative
been,
test.
I haven't been that well, so I've just done a
Oh, right. You just checking
PCR
yourself.
thing.
You
So-
Oh,
you
man,
actually
you're
did
meant
it.
to be taking my fucking Everton ticket, cunt.
Yeah, I will be, bruv. I will be.
Oh,
I'll
hope
be
Mate,
so.
you
alright.
can get
It
an
takes
Everton
10
ticket on the
days,
Chelsea
10,
site
14
right
days.
now. They're
Huh?
there. I'm going to get one. You can
So
get an
what-
Everton ticket now. They're there.
What's I want to ask a question to the panel. What's the feeling for this game? What's the mood?
What's
Drop
the mood? Well,
Lukaku.
Hope so.
Jorginho's back. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is on. We don't know if he's fit to start, but he's there. We've got a midfield, so we should be good. This Leeds team are going to know how to play
Is
one
Kante
way.
back?
No.
No, it's just Georgie and Ruben. That's all we need, man. We just need the midfield. This is
To be fair,
a Leeds team.
Phillips is out, so
They're missing bare players. They've got Daniel James playing up front. They've got this Speedy Gonzalez running around.
bro,
up
I wouldn't
front.
laugh at Daniel James against Alonso, bro. So
No,
He's
no,
gonna
but that's
cook him
all.
from the
That's
middle,
all they're gonna do. They're just gonna do high line press, kamikaze. Then we're
yeah.
gonna have,
believe you,
Werner
Jesser. We
look
believe you.
Let them
So
play
if
kamikaze.
City draw tomorrow and we win, are we going level on point with them?
Yeah, well,
We go level. It's all about goal difference. I think they got slightly higher goal difference.
Are they? Are we? Are City
I
3
thought it
points
was
ahead of
2
us?
point
Yeah, they're
difference.
playing at 12 against
Are they
Wolves.
3 points or 2 points ahead of
I
us?
think it was
No,
2
2 points. 2 points.
So if
It's
Yeah.
because we lost. with
This
one
all laugh.
player.
This all laugh. This all laugh at this comment. Rafinha against Alonso.
It's
Yeah,
more
no,
like Rudiger against Rafinha.
Dowdy, man, Alonso's gonna keep him in his pocket.
Alonso is a hologram, bro.
Lewis, I mean, looking at this proposed 11, I mean, 3-4-3. I'm assuming we're not going to go back to the 3-5-2 that we had against Zenit, but now we know Jorginho's fit. We're not.
Oh, you have to have Cho.
Who are you? Who are you looking at? What are you looking at? Who's starting?
Drop
What? Any
Lukaku.
changes?
Drop
Yeah.
Lukaku.
What?
Drop Ziyech, put Cho in, move Mount to the right.
Facts.
Hey,
I
wouldn't
think
Would you
Werner
not-
will start this game.
I was gonna
Other
say,
than that, I'm
Lewis,
happy.
Do you not
Lewis-
think Pulisic gets a shout?
Lewis,
No,
Lewis,
no.
Lewis, what if Ruben Loftus-Cheek's not fit to start and Mount has to drop in here, which I'm assuming he will do? Who plays up front then?
Werner.
Pulisic hasn't
Werner.
played any games, man.
Nah, then we
Havertz.
put Cho in still.
Havertz.
No, Cho
Who?
still isn't even
Nah.
there yet.
Havertz.
Oh, I've got 2 Mounts. 1 second.
If you're going on performance, Cho's last 2 performances haven't been very
The
good.
dream team.
Yeah.
Wing back. That's a wing back.
No, but
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I think
The
Cho has the
intensity's
mental
not
block.
there.
I think
To be
Cho has
honest,
the mental block.
guys-
I think when he saw Pulisic back fit, I think it's just affecting him. He's not as confident. Remember when they were all injured, he felt like I'm the man, but that shouldn't be his attitude. He should
Yeah.
embrace the challenge. I feel like he's not.
Do you know what though? I think Werner, if Werner and Lukaku start, you could play a 3-4-3, but you'll see in the game go like that. It could go to a 3-5-2. and you
Werner's
just have
dead food.
Wait,
Lukaku and Werner up
hey
front.
Jim.
What do you mean, Werner's dead?
I was under the
Oh,
impression
just
the
ignore him. He's a
players that
fraud.
rested for the Zenit game were going to start for this game.
Who? Say it, declare.
Players that were rested for this game, for the Zenit game, were going to start in the Leeds game.
Well, what? You don't think Werner and Lukaku will start?
No, like after that performance, I'd like for them to start, but I thought maybe Havertz didn't start because he was going to start for Leeds. Like what I'm saying, that lineup was predetermined before the Zenit game, not based on
I think
performance in the
Havertz
Zenit
does
game.
start.
Yeah, you have to play Havertz.
That means Lukaku's not playing. Werner might still play though. He might
Yeah,
play off
drop
on the right.
Yeah, but
Lukaku.
like Lukaku played the game. I'm not even sure who were playing the game after Leeds.
Everton.
Like I'm saying,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm saying is it's
Everton.
probably just
Is
predetermined.
that midweek game, Everton?
Yeah, Thursday.
No, I'm
night
gonna
kick.
bounce. I need to set up my stream. But bless, guys. Up the
Big
Chelsea.
up.
Yeah,
All right,
okay,
see you
bro.
guys. I gotta go too.
See.
Oh, that'd have been-
Fair enough.
We'll put Christensen there. Aspie.
Well, you'd have Aspie over Christensen, yeah?
Yeah, Aspie. Come on,
Alright,
we can't have
I'm feeling
Christensen.
Why?
What's going
Why?
on?
Bro,
No,
you're
Lewis
saying
Lewis
it
is
when
gone,
he
so we can remove Christensen.
Aspie was dreadful the last game, man. Like,
Aspie's
Yeah,
finished.
I don't
He's
think
finished.
Aspie.
I don't think he plays, to be honest with you guys. There's no way, to be honest.
What are you saying, Couch? What are you saying
That's
with this
tragic
goal?
Oh,
too,
man.
Crouch.
Just
Yeah.
here, just here. It looks good. I wouldn't put Mount in in that 6 either. I think Reece James comes back in.
Really?
Why is
Reece
Lukaku
James
left
there.
wing?
Who's
plays
gonna
on
play
the
right
right.
wing back?
Who's going to play right wing back? Reece James. Of
Oh,
course.
sorry, I thought you meant.
Why
sorry,
is
I thought you
Lukaku
meant
at
Reece
left
James
wing?
play in the middle.
Yeah, I think Ziyech
Lukaku's
starts
at
the
left
game
wing.
You
too.
better fix up that lineup, Jen. People is getting
Oh, sorry,
vexed.
guys. I was doing something. Lukaku, Werner, and Callum. Yeah? We doing that?
Honestly, I don't think that Callum starts just based on his last two performances, to be honest.
So,
Like,
wait,
I
so
don't
do
think
you,
he's playing wing back. I don't care.
Where do you get
Intensity is not something that you can substitute.
who plays in
And
midfield
effort.
then?
Ruben, if he's fit.
That's the front three right there for me. The outside chance that Havertz comes in for Werner.
But who plays in the middle, though? Still, that's the
Ruben.
question. Ruben?
Yeah, if
Is
he's
he?
fit, yeah.
Yeah, if he's not fit, then what?
Man,
Exactly.
Then it's Ross Barkley.
no,
No, it ain't.
please.
No,
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 I'm a
fuck
biggest Barkley stan, but sorry, man, I can't.
Look, mate, you got to take your pick. It's either Barkley or Salah. So, like,
I don't mind Havertz playing with Lukaku. I want to see it. I actually want to see them playing together, to be honest.
Then,
But
then if Ruben's not fit, who goes in the middle? Is
Mount.
it going to be Ross Barkley
Money
or?
Mace. Money
Hold on
Mace
a
goes
second.
straight.
I just listened to the
No,
press
I
conference.
think
He
Mount
didn't
and
say that
Havertz have to
Ruben's
be the
out.
front line.
The only guys that are out is Conte, Kovacic, Chaloba, and one
Chile.
more.
Chill
And
well.
Chile.
There you
Hmm.
go.
But Chalobah is reported to come back for Everton anyway, so this is probably his last game that he's missing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
thought it was a
apparently
hamstring.
apparently it's only a week out.
Okay.
It's not.
What
It's
about-
not serious.
Yeah.
What
Guys,
about Kovacic?
He's out. He's still out as well.
No,
He's still out
Kovacic,
as
I
well.
think it's much fit. No, it's COVID, so he's
Um,
probably out for the next week, and he's
I
probably.
do need
We're
to get,
fucked, you
I do need to get your score predictions. I've got a shoot in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah,
anyway.
sorry, I don't
Go
do
on.
score
So-
predictions.
Go
Bye,
on, what are
Jam.
you saying, Minerals? If you're there, I think Minerals is there.
I'm going to say, I think they'll score. So I'll go over 2-1.
2-1. Who's scoring? Go on.
What, for
Yeah.
us?
Yeah.
I think Mason Mount will definitely score.
Havertz.
And I fancy Werner.
Werner won't score.
Timo.
I fancy Timo just because he's probably got
He's on the
confidence right
momentum.
now.
He's back. That's what he
No,
is.
he's not.
He's back.
He's
That
not.
second
He's
goal,
not.
second goal he scored was old Timo, the
Yeah,
one
it
we
was.
bought.
That was. Yeah, it was. That's like,
No, it wasn't.
And
No, it wasn't.
didn't he score past Juventus as well? Like he's on the momentum.
It's happened.
Isn't
It's happened.
he? It don't matter though. You gotta be in the positions.
Your agenda's going to
Confidence, man.
kill you. You know
Confidence
that.
is growing. Confidence is growing. That's what you need for strikers.
What are you saying, Couch?
I don't like making score predictions. I've been really confident the last little while, and I've been knocked off my perch. So I'm just gonna say we just gotta win, man. Just gotta win this game. Tuchel needs it. The squad needs it. Yeah, and we need to start returning to that solid defense. I know that we have midfield problems. We don't have the best shape in terms of midfield, but we just got to get back to finding that form. I think that one of the keys to beating Leeds is just being compact. moving the ball, overloading certain areas of the pitch, and trying to get, I know they man mark, but if you overload, it's going to be very difficult for them to do that. So be compact, move the ball quickly, all that stuff. Hoping for a win, want a clean sheet more so though.
Yeah, I agree. I think the clean sheet's important. That's why I think we've got to go with our strongest defence massively. But we'll have to see what happens. What are you saying, Hassan?
I know that a lot of people are going to have their heads dropped a little bit in this game, but I believe we're probably going to win and probably going to bounce back with a clean sheet.
Okay.
I don't think there's anyone that starts threatening. If they do get a goal, it'll probably be a deflected goal, probably be a daft mistake in the defense. So I'm going with 3-0.
3-0. What are you saying, Lukaku? Werner?
I'm saying Werner, Lukaku, and probably one of our defenders from a corner.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Coming in, W. What are you saying, bro?
I'm saying 2-0. Havertz and Mount.
Havertz and Mount 2-0. Fair enough. Rodrigo.
And Werner's gonna miss a tapping.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, go on. You have to finish that,
I don't do score prediction, but I think we will win, and hopefully we keep a clean sheet. Maybe Kepa should start. Mendy need the rest.
No, hell no. Don't ever say that again, Rodrigo. No.
Yeah, I think we will. I think we will do well. I don't want to tempt fate. Yeah, we will do well. Yeah, I think we're back.
Yeah, we're back, is what you're saying. Declared, what are you saying?
Why do all of a sudden people don't do score predictions no more? So we lose a few games.
I'm just superstitious. I'm superstitious like that.
They're scared.
No, but guys, you got to remember. Man. If potentially we go off with this lineup, what is the score prediction with this lineup?
The last game,
we were literally forced to play our B team. I think
God, Declared what you're saying.
And Leeds got the best players out, man. We should be running over this team. I'm going to go with 4-1. I think we'll cop a mistake. We'll make one mistake, I reckon. It will cost us the 1 goal, but we should score 4.
We haven't won at home since Norwich. Bear that in
Hey,
mind.
listen. You don't do score predictions. Don't give me a history lesson. We're going to win this game.
Come on, Ram. You've been very quiet at the bottom. Nothing said. I'm assuming you're expecting Chelsea to win.
He's going to drop the bomb.
You know what? I'm going to be a bit boring. I'm gonna go for
I can't hear Rams.
Huh?
Shut up. I'm gonna
turn up your.
No, he's faint back and hearing that.
He's talking out of his ass, so we can't hear you.
Shut your mouth, and then you can listen. Then you can actually.
Hey, Rams, couldn't you find a club picture, a club Liverpool picture? No.
No. I think this one. I think this one's a little bit better. I don't know about you guys because you guys won't understand because Thomas Tuchel's never won it. But
oh, fuck's sake! Just hurry up, mate. Just hurry up.
What is it? Is that a toilet seat?
Nah, it's a Bundesliga title. But
I think that's the only time Klopp was.
I'm gonna a plate of eggs.
I'm gonna go for a 4-2 win to Chelsea. It's gonna be a high-scoring game.
I think you should worry about Steven Gerrard.
Has Frank Lampard won a trophy as a manager?
How are you gonna feel about Gerrard?
Shut up. Everyone,
why you say shut up? I'm trying to tell everyone else to be fair.
Watch him knee slide after Villa win. Or knee slide in front of the cup.
Look. Everyone, shut up. Hassan, I respect you, bro. I thank you for letting me speak.
Yeah, but I think your name says it all. I think your name says it all.
I mean, if you really want to do that, I can just do this, mate. I can just do this. but I want to go for a 4-2 win. I'm gonna say I think Werner's gonna get a couple of goals.
He won't.
Shut up. Let me say my thing. Then you can speak. I think Werner's gonna get a couple of goals. I think Alonso's gonna score a free kick, and a centre back's gonna score. I don't know which one. You guys can choose for me. And then I'm gonna go for a Mason Mount own goal and Rafinha.
I think Salah's gonna score 5 goals this weekend.
Oh, Salah's gonna score 5 goals.
I think he's gonna score 5.
All right.
Hey, Johnny, look at his name. 1 title in 30 years.
Yeah.
Historically
speaking, isn't it?
Look who's talking about history. Now you ain't got no history.
We've
Oh, here
got
we
plenty
go.
of history, my son. We've got
We're
plenty
the most
of history, man.
successful team in the Premier League since what, 2000 in winning
Oh,
trophies.
so
the most successful. So remember.
Well, who cares
you're
about the
talking to.
1920s,
Remember
bruv?
who you're talking to.
Who
We're the most
cares about
successful team in the
1920s?
Premier League.
I remember
Premier
your
League history since
greatest
2000 onwards.
ever team got knocked out by this man. Yeah,
Ram, think of it like this:
Your
ever since we've hit
Your
2000,
greatest
we
ever
have been the
manager,
most successful
your
team, and we
greatest
still are
ever
now. And we're in the
manager
2020s.
got knocked out
Chelsea.
by Luis
Chelsea.
Garcia and
We
Jimmy
know what
Tripod.
we are. We know what we are. Champions of Europe. We know what we are. Suck on that, son.
Oh,
Ram,
God,
you should worry about
Chelsea
Steven
You
Gerrard.
ain't got no history.
Feed the
How
Scousers.
can we not have
Let
history?
them know it's Christmas
In the
time.
last 20 years,
They're Red Boys. They're Red Boys. Chelsea are Red
Oh,
Boys. They're Red
no,
Boys. They're Red Boys.
you gotta tone it down with that statement.
Luis Garcia, he drinks sangria. He came from Barca to bring us joy. He's 5'7".
Yeah, very good for you, mate. Very good. Very good.
and Gerrard slipped when we should have won the league, and we didn't.
Wait, Trent's got a PL title. Mason Mount ain't got no PL titles. Just
He's
saying.
got it.
Yeah, he's gonna have it this season, son. Then what you saying, mate?
Wait, don't
Then
worry,
what
don't
you
worry.
saying?
When you go to Villa Park, yeah, Matty Cash is gonna split.
Yeah. Of course he is. Of course he is, mate.
Listen,
Yeah, well, wait
Mason Mount's a
till you
bigger
win the
legend than
game,
Steven
Rams, and
Gerrard.
then
That's what I'm going to
talk
say.
about
bro.
cash and win.
Trent is a bigger legend than Mason Mount and Frank Lampard. Okay.
Trent, you know, Trent can't even
Frank
lace
Lampard-
James's
Frank-
boots, mate.
You
Let's
do
have it
realize
right.
Trent Alexander-Arnold's got half the assists that Frank Lampard has so far in his career. Do you know how sick that is?
And what does he play as? A winger, bruv.
As a right
But
back.
that logic,
He
Ram.
plays a
right
winger,
back.
son.
He ain't a
Let's have
right
it
back.
right.
James,
Right
not
back.
by his logic,
No, but
Trent's better than Gerrard.
Listen, Lampard's
you-
clear of Slippy Gerrard. Let's have it right, yeah. Let's not get into
Trent's
that.
better than Gerrard, then.
Let's have it right, yeah. You're
Slippy
Trent's
Gerrard.
Do your legend Didier Drogba
Slippy
cannot
Gerrard.
touch Mo Salah. He cannot touch Mohamed Salah because Mo Salah.
Mohamed Salah, bruv.
whatever Didier Drogba-
Only
Didier Drogba
came
do.
to the football world the
Oh, he only
last
came
3
to
years,
football.
mate.
Oh, that's
Before that, he was nobody.
No, but Rams.
He couldn't even pop his cherry at Chelsea, mate. He couldn't do it, bruv.
Oh, you're so.
Ah.
You know, I know this. You're so salty that you let him go.
Listen,
I don't
Ram,
care. I'm glad
Ram,
he's gone. He's
Ram,
a scouse now.
Let go.
He's a
Your
dirty,
greatest
filthy
Guys,
ever
scouse.
guys, the
manager
biggest
let go of
mistake.
2 gems, Kevin De
Ram,
Bruyne and Mohamed Salah.
the biggest mistake that Steven Gerrard ever made was not coming to Chelsea to win a Premier
No, his
League.
biggest
That's what I'm
mistake
gonna
was
say. I know.
not going to
Guys,
Bayern
he
Munich.
could have been a Chelsea
Bayern
legend,
Munich.
not a
It's
Liverpool.
Bayern Munich, mate.
Hey, Jim,
Non-legend.
he came out. That was his biggest regret.
It was not going to
Not
Bayern
really.
Munich.
Yeah. He said his
Bayern
biggest
Munich,
regret is not coming to Chelsea.
yeah. Bayern Munich.
Listen, I'm going with a 3-0 Timo Werner creates 2 goals, and I'm going with a Alonso free kick 3-0. That's what I'm going with. They're not
Not a
scoring
Mason
against
Mount
us.
goal.
Jem, I
Not
didn't know
Mason
you're an
Mount goal.
Alonso sexual.
I don't like Alonso whatsoever, but I need to try and big him up a bit.
But
you know?
obviously, you know Alonso.
Actually,
You
sorry,
only-
I'll put Christensen as 1 goal. I'll put Alonso as another goal, and I'll
Wait,
put.
wait.
So you say we're playing with 9 men then? Okay.
I'll put.
I've
I'll
got,
put
I've,
Werner.
got, I've got a question. Yeah, is Mason? Where is Mason Mount from?
England,
Oh, fuck's sake, I'm
England.
going.
I know he's from England. Of course, where in England?
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth.
So he's not from. So he's not a Chelsea lad. He's from Portsmouth, not London.
Stop this, man. Anyway,
He's not
people
like Trent.
smash
He's
the
not
like
like Trent.
button,
He's not a
subscribe to
local
GNA
lad.
TV.
He's not a
Don't listen
local
to
lad.
Ram. Don't
He's
know what
not a
he's talking
local
about
lad.
right now.
not
Smash
a
the
local
likes.
lad.
See you again soon. We'll be doing the review for this game probably on either Saturday, maybe Saturday after, maybe Saturday night. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, talk to you in a bit. Peace. Come on the Chelsea. We need the 3 points. Keep that pressure on that scum Liverpool and that Man City that are above us. Let's get it done.
That Man City there above us.
No.
I can't even think of any.
Freaky.
Origi,
Freaky.